all the media should have some of the Nigerian.
How am I? Essa aqui ni só nem que zoom phone aí. Zoom é mobile não. Phone não.
All right, sir. Yes.
Why are you here today?
We're here on behalf of member, who is popularly known as Raye, who completed and served for 9 of us. Our goal here was actually to come and connect or have the hand. That's at the level. So I definitely love to vlog he claimed that he's attending an education somewhere in Nigeria. So just committed very powerful, competent lawyer here today. Legally, very trusted leader, highest authority asking him to release and discharge certificate, cargo competent. He was provide historical information to you that the NYSC has known over the years to see discharge certificate of people who are politically very vibrant during their service year. The most popular one was of Kamidele Aturu, who refused to shake hands with the military dictator in Nigeria. I think it was in the 80s. Second was Femi Fala, who's the NYSC discharge certificate. He came in 2 years. They put up panel to order the Nigerian government to release. Yours faithfully was also seized in Yola, has not been released today. And there's several cases of politically motivated seizure without position that should end immediately. Anybody who is serving the nation can't be prevented from retaining a political opinion, especially under civilian rule. So, the fourth person is, of course, very courageous leader under the pretext of just including for April. That was after we accompanied her to LGR. So that's why we are here today. That's why we came here.
All right, Mr. Sowore, some would say in spite of what has happened, I mean, what she did is in public glare. They still lean towards the fact that she still flouted NYSC rules and directives. I mean, it's in the NYSC bylaws that certain acts should not be done while in service. How would you respond to the NYSC's position?
As you all are aware, the NYSC has come out and stated this was that she did not do violation. They did not accuse her of anything else. But we know that this is not what she did wrong. Because generally, even when it comes to trial, NYSC is very lax. When you miss 3 clearances and you're in trouble, not when you miss 1. So this is clearly retaliation for her speaking against the hardship under the we all know that.
But a follow-up statement by the NYSC also said it has absolutely nothing to do with that. I think, in fact, they mentioned something about delay in the printout of certificates and it affecting around 40% or thereabouts.
Well, if there is a delay in the printout of the certificate, that will not stop them from providing her with certificate. If there's a delay, they can give her a temporary certificate pending the time the printer has been driven away from the printer. But that's not the reason. What we know, because I met the DIG, the DG here before, personally, after I started out to Lagos. And I warned him against this. But you know, power corrupts and that's fine. You know, if you've met the DJ before, you think he's the nicest human being in this world. He's very composed person, he doesn't look it. When people come to power in Nigeria, don't trust them. It's that power that becomes their character. And absolute power is something that is native to Nigeria.
All right. Thank you very much.
Abuse of.
Mr. Nibe, perhaps a few words if you would want to.
The first point I want to place on it is that what is issued to a court member upon completion of the mandatory 1-year national service is certificate of national service, not certificate of presidential service, not certificate of governmental service. It is intentionally crafted by the NYSC Act as certificate of national service, meaning service to the nation, service to the country. What that implies is that when you enroll for the NYSC, you are offering yourself in service of your nation, not in service of your president. So a co-member is not an employee of the president. A co-member is not even an employee of the DJ of the NYSC. And I have also stated that a co-member is neither a civil servant nor a public servant. If you look at the NYSC Act, what has been done in the case of Rita Ogwamaye, popularly known as Raye, is again another demonstration of the abuse of state institutions in our country. Recall that this matter started in March when she said that, or referred to the president as terrible. An opinion that millions of Nigerians are in agreement with, including me who is talking to you. I will not be surprised, all of you in the media, you are also facing the challenges that the country is going through. But assuming that our opinion wasn't even factually correct, which I submit is correct, she's entitled to it. You cannot say because she has an opinion about how the governance of our country, therefore you are going to go after her because she's wearing khaki the same way. Now, in March, the persecution started. They threatened her. They summoned her. When we intervened, they backtracked. But we knew it was just for a while. What happened was that on the 7th of April, Raye went to our local government, the TIOSA, presented herself for clearance before the LGI, the local government inspector, one Mrs. Veronica Abela. Initially, the LGI said, go and join the queue. She was on the queue, it got to her turn. She asked her, go back, go to the back. Go and join the queue again. She obeyed. This kept happening. Apparently, the woman could not tell her why she did not want to clear her. Raye persisted, kept pressing, kept begging, madam, why am I not being cleared? It was until about 6 hours after she has been delayed, after she has been indemnified, after she has been verbally assaulted, that Mrs. Veronica Abela opened up to her that I cannot clear you. But let me also disclose to Nigeria that as I'm talking to you, Raye's file, every corps member has a file, which is deposited in a particular place. When they are going for their passing or their final exit from the school, they go with a copy of their file. Raye could not find her file. She messaged the LGI. I have seen the message asking the woman, madam, please, I have not found my file. The woman now called her to tell her, no need bothering. She has custody of her file. So she refused to clear her. Contrary to the misleading statement by the NYSC that she did not present herself, she did not show up. And then asked her, ordered her to get out to leave. She left. On the 11th of April, Raye went back to Mrs. Veronica Abela's office, pleading that please clear me, let me undergo my biometric so I can leave. Of course, the woman made it clear to her that, look, you know what is going on, but sorry, I don't have personal issues with you, but unfortunately clearance is over. Now, in August, they're not telling us the reason why she has not been issued with a certificate of national safety is because she did not care. It took her crying out to Nigerians for her to even know officially why a certificate has not been issued to her. Assuming that this is a legitimate disciplinary action, how come that this decision was not communicated to her? How come that she had to read on the social media handles of the NYSC that her certificate is being withheld purportedly because it is not communicated to her? This is an act of victimization. This is intended, and let me be clear, the reason why they are doing this. It is scapegoating. They are using Raye to tell Nigerians, other Nigerians who are serving, that look, the day you complain about the hunger that you are going through, about the situation of the country, this is what is going to happen. They are also afraid because it took Raye's intervention partly to force them to increase the allowance of government. So they are now scared that if we don't deal with Raye, other core members will continue to speak out. That is what this is about. So that message should be understood clearly. We have submitted a letter today, duly acknowledged, to the DG of the NYSC. You can see the endorsement stamp today being the 12th of August, demanding that two things be done immediately. First, we are asking that the DG should immediately cause the reversal of the unlawful 2-month extension that has been imposed on her. Secondly, that a certificate of national safety should be issued to her.
Immediately.
You cannot be criminalizing or seeking to stigmatize or punish somebody for saving her country. This lady, as I speak to you, is struggling to come to terms with what is happening. She is dealing with severe trauma as I speak to you. She has even gone into isolation as I'm talking to you. She has gone into isolation because she feels that her country has betrayed her. I went through the NYSC scheme 1 year after my service. The only time I have had cause to look at my certificate was the time it was issued to me. I knew I would not need it to apply for a job. If I run for president today, our courts have said you don't need NYSC certificate. You have politicians who are holding very high positions that have not served the NYSC. The people like Raye, in fact, you don't even need to be a graduate. Cite the case of Buhari, Supreme Court has made it clear. You don't even need to be a graduate. The people like Raye, who left Cross River State, where she's from, came to Lagos, sacrificed herself at time to serve Nigeria for 1 year. The reward she's getting is this very vicious, wicked, dastardly, malicious and illegal action that has been meted on. So we condemn this in the strongest possible terms. We enjoin Nigerians to join us in deprecating what has happened. Because who is going to be next? They will target other people, and that is why, for us, it is always about the principle that we have to oppose this so that they don't continue to repeat it. Thank you.
And also to remind you that the same Victoria is a Veronica Bella. He threatened her on record. You guys remember the audio message that she sent to her, asking her to delete her criticism of the president. That is where all this started from. So when you go back to your respective media houses, don't forget that that's how all this started. The victimization started from her refusal to back down after criticizing the economic policy, the terrible economic policies of the Tinubu regime. And she did call the president terrible. And we are sad till today, the president is still a terrible human being and he's running a terrible economic system that brought untold hardship upon the people of Nigeria. So that's our closing statement today. Yes.
One quick point that I forgot, because I know they may issue another statement. When Raye was issued with a query, she replied to the query. On the day the panel sat, I think on the 27th of June, that is the court disciplinary committee. You know what happened? The same Veronica Abela told her she can no longer find a reply. Issued her a plain sheet. Asked her to write a fresh reply because this lady was smart. In her reply, she stated that she presented herself on the 7th of April, the day for the clearance. That was contained in her reply. The woman told her she had misplaced it. But in asking her to rewrite her reply to the query before facing the committee, she told her to omit that fact, that was the only way they will help her. At that time, Raye had already resolved not to bother about this whole issue again. So she thought that was the truth, that was a way to placate them. She obeyed, not knowing she was being manipulated. When she now went before the committee, she realized that the local government inspector was not honest with her. She then opened up to the committee on what was. But despite opening up to them, this is where we are. So I want Nigerians to get that point clear, so that if they come out tomorrow and say, oh, this is the reply that she wrote to, and she admitted she did not show up on the 7th, the circumstances of that letter should be understood, that this was what transpired. Why would a core member who has been in the news all over the country, who has come under constant threats on social media, suddenly decide to stay away from biometric to give our oppressors an excuse to justify the action? It doesn't make sense. She went for clearance for every other month. Why would she now stay back for the month of April? Thank you, and thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
On
Yes.
another note, Mr. Sowore, I can see you're wearing another set of glasses. I just wanted to ask whether you've gotten your AI glasses back.
I haven't gotten it back. You take one, another one comes out. So if you listen to Mark Zuckerberg, I think 3 days ago, he said, if you don't have these AI glasses, you should consider yourself disabled for the future. So we're good, and if anyone of you is interested, I'm also going to be arraigned in court today for cyber crime. About my last week arrest. So,
All right.
yes. Thank you.
This thing is this. Someone had to go back to Raye, even know
Yes.
he's the owner self.
I'm here.
Stop the time.
Yes, finish.